What do the different columns mean in your Audiit.io search results? The first column is the title of the particular URL, and this will be true on either the top results tab or your URL tab. The URL is obviously the URL. The total word count is the complete number of words on that particular page's URL. That's going to include the stuff that we tend to ignore, like stuff in the footer, things in the sidebar, things of that nature. So that's going to include all the words that appear on that page because Google reads all of that. Keyword appears, that's how many times your keyword appears on that particular URL. So for example, Myrtle Beach Painters shows up 4 times on this particular URL. Zoom in a little bit for you. Keyword density is roughly the percentage of the total word count that is your keyword. So that's the keyword density. Is the exact keyword in the URL. That means is Myrtle Beach Painters in the URL. So as you can see, most of these do not have that. Is the exact keyword in the meta title? The meta title is what actually shows up in search results. And so for example, this is the meta title. So that means, does the keyword show up in that particular place, in the meta title? The next one is the exact keyword in the meta description, and that's very similar. The meta description is this portion, so it's asking if the keyword shows up in the meta description. The next one is the exact keyword present in an H1 tag. An H1 tag is an HTML tag that means header. Header goes 1 through 6, 1 being the highest, the biggest, and that's the most important place to get your keyword for SEO purposes. So this is seeing if it has it in there or not. The next one is how many images are present on the page. That's pretty self-explanatory, but one thing to consider again is that's going to include the stuff that we tend to forget. So if you have your logo on the page or in the footer or both, it's going to count those as well. So it's not just in the body, it's on the entire page. How many of the images have an alt tag with the keyword present? An alt tag is a HTML property that will display if the image can't render for some reason, and it's also what search engines and other bots use to understand what an image is about. So if you put the keyword in your alt tag, that is an SEO ranking factor. And then image file name, when you upload an image, you give it a file name just like any other file that you upload. And if you put the keyword in the file name, that is also a ranking factor both for your site and for the image. So that this is crawling and seeing if that's the case. So that is what the tabs on the top results and URL as well as averages mean. So thank you for that. If you have any questions, let us know.